Hey there, welcome to day 2397 of What You Up To Now. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, thus the she. And I like to hop on every day and share what's working, what's not working, the good, the bad, the ugly, what I've learned for lessons and strategies and things that I'm applying that are working right now for me, helping other people to grow and build and supersize their business. And just making my life better, right? Trying to be a better human being and making the world a better place just because we're here. So today in the Let's Grow annual challenge, this year's annual challenge is about doing one thing every day to grow. And this month we're focusing on confidence growth, the area of the life framework. I use a 9-part life framework, have since 2021, added 2 parts to my life framework after the year of the pandemic, because I was getting coaching in those areas and I thought it was their foundational skills. So I added confidence and communication to my overarching framework of how I build my life and how I build my businesses so that I can grow and build and supersize not only my businesses, but me as a human being to be a better human being. So today our topics for the Let's Grow Annual Challenge were the Lifeline exercise, an exercise that I do every month for sure. I add one of the life framework areas to it. This is an original in 2021. I created this particular tool as a graphic representation of the Lifeline exercise. And then it's just like timelines in school when we learned about historic events like wars or conflicts or ages or eras, and they do a chronological order of the main events that happened that contributed to that overarching thing. And we do that with our life as well. And I just start with the year I was born, 1960. Yep. And then 2024 and beyond. I put an arrow beyond because I don't know about you, but I'm not planning on leaving anytime soon. So I want to make sure that I'm planning out at least this year and the next and continuing forward. But we just graph on it and we look at key events in our life and we ask ourselves, because we're going to ask today, that's our strategy, what impact did that have on my level of confidence? When I got married, what level of impact did that have on my confidence? When I got divorced, how did that impact my confidence? When I had kids, when I got a new job, when I lost a job, when I started a new business, etc. We want to note and remember back to, because it's mostly I'm looking back in the past to learn lessons so that I don't have to repeat them in the future type exercise. But it also helps us to see patterns in our behavior. It helps us to find our strengths as well as our little Achilles heel and our weaknesses and things that trip us up or trigger us over and over and over again. And we find ourselves repeating patterns. I don't know about you, but the Lifeline exercise has shown me some patterns in my behaviors and my beliefs that I consciously was not aware of. And I got to decide, do I want to keep that as a pattern? Is that moving me in the direction I want to go? Or do I want to say, yeah, I get where that came from and how it's impacted me up until now, but I'm a grown up and I can choose to react differently, respond differently, behave differently, and get different results. So that was our topic for the Let's Grow Annual Challenge. We've got Troy's story in Guide 2 of that private Facebook group page. If you're interested, you can join the challenge anytime. You don't have to start on January 1st with the rest of us. You can start anytime. I've got people that start all different times. And then what they do is they just continue on into next year to do the entire challenge. They're not, the first month we focus on setting up our own framework, like the growing process in the challenge. Been doing that for a couple of years now. We're like, okay, we're gonna look at all the different processes and frameworks and way people deal with this topic. And then we're going to create our own process and we're going to use that and test it out and try it on for size for at least 9 months, once for each of the areas and aspects of the life framework that we use. And then we're going to do different things the other couple of months of the year because it's fun. But it doesn't have to be in any given order necessarily. I do slip sometimes when I make videos and say, oh, it's Friday or whatever. That doesn't really matter. It's the information that matters the most. And then for supersize your business, I'm going back to fundamental, basic, foundational strategies that we want to have in place no matter what business or what industry we're in order to grow and build and supersize on a solid foundation. And that includes things like quality, continuous improvement, which we haven't talked about yet. Today's topic was the ask strategy and why you want to ask. I shared a couple of stories about asking and being afraid to ask and stepping out of our comfort zone. But the truth is, if you ask a question, guess what? You are never the only person that has that question. And if we ask questions of the people that we're here to serve, both in our personal lives and in our professional lives, they will tell us everything we need to know to serve them better, to help them, to bring them in to be a part of our business and our lives if we so choose. So talking about asking, and that's, I did share, that's one of the toughest personal lessons I had to learn, probably because of ego and pride and not wanting to look stupid. I had this massive core belief of never wanting to look stupid, which I'm sure came from school and growing up in school and having sisters and siblings and competition and all that nonsense that we hang on to long after its useful life has extinguished itself. All right. If I can help you anyway, ask, right? Ask. Voxer me at pajamagram@gmail.com. Find me. Leave me a message on social media. Say, I got to talk to you, whatever. And we will make sure that we get a time to solve whatever it is that's you've got a question about right now. All right. Have an awesome day. I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.